Welcome to another piano lesson. I'm Dan Brown. Today you'll learn how to play the slip note style of Floyd Cramer. This is a beautiful style of country piano, and I just know that you're going to love playing it. So if you're ready, head over to the piano. We're going to get started right now. If you'll take a look at the circle of chords that we have there at the top of the page, we're in the key of A, and you can see the A on the top. It's like the ruler of all the chords when you're in the key of A. All of the chords that you see that are grayed out, well, we're not going to use those at all. Don't worry about those. We're not going to use those at all. The minor 7 chords that you see in violet, those won't be used either. We're not going to use those at all. Today we're just going to play on A and E and D. And I always like to tell you this, I'll probably do it in every video. In the key of A, E is A's best friend. Just remember the relationship between those. You have A, and E is A's best friend. I'm going to play this for you, and I'm going to use a style that we haven't looked at yet, but I don't want to teach this today. I'm just calling it trails. I'm just going to call it the left-hand trails. This is something that I just created because I want you to hear the essence of this style when Floyd Cramer was doing it back in the 1960s. So here it is. This is great. This is great stuff, this left hand. But for today, I'm probably just going to, if you're playing an A, I'll probably just have you play an A. You can play it here. You could play it here. There's A's all over the place. You probably play it here. The reason you're going to do that, you want to lay something down for your left hand to work off of. The left hand and the right hand are good friends. They're kind of stuck together. They're going through this life together. They have to work together. When you come to D, play a D. So let me go over it again. I'll play it slow. Repeats, 2 of those, and then E. We're on that E. Could be an E7. That would sound like this. And then here's the second half. We're on D now. 2 of those. We're going out. 2 of those. And you're done. Here's what you got in the right hand, and today it's just a lesson in the right hand. You have A, this is A major. We're just adding an octave here. I hope that you are taking these chords, that's all you do. There's just 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me slow down. Go ahead and grab that. That's the A in the first position that you can play it in. Grab this one. Just a little bit of stretching before we get into the fun stuff. And that one. There's no way that I can tell you how powerful knowing those inversions really is. It's so powerful. Do that with me, guys. Let's just do this. Let's play it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if we even really needed to count. It's just gonna, it's almost like the sound of a doorbell ringing. It's just a little slower. This will take you some time. So that's the upper one. Remember, you have a fourth, and then you have a third. The interval of a third from here to here. All right, that's the upper slip note. Now here's the lower one. It's also a fourth. This one starts on a B. Watch, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's part of the B major scale, and we just go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the fourth. Play your fourth, and then you're going to let this go, and you're going to play your C sharp. Watch. Let me do it again. Ready? Now the E stays there. This E just stays there for both of them. Don't lift it up. You kind of just roll your hand forward. Now again, like on the upper one, I play the slip note and then a fourth. So it's kind of like when you play it, you're going to hear something like a triplet, like 1, 2, 3. Watch. 1, 2, 3. And that's A. That's all you do for A. Now let's go to the D. Guess what? It's the same exact thing. You have a fourth, and you're going to keep your D there. So, but you're going to let your A go. It's kind of like when you buy something at the store, like maybe a pair of pants or something, and you take it back and you get the one you really wanted. So from here, and then I guess that's going back to the first one. Yeah, that's on the piano. That's what it is here, guys. You're doing slip note and then play a fourth. Slip note, play your fourth. That's what I call the upper D. Here's your D. So it's let me see if I got that right. Now there on D, you're just playing the slip note. You're not dropping back to play that extra part. It's just a regular plain old slip note. That's really the best example of it that we have here for you today, is that after you've done both Ds, do the A's again. Do 2 of these. Now there we're on an E. That's a fifth. It's a fifth, and I am showing you these intervals because you got to know them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is part of a little part of an A major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here to here is 5, but with the slip note, you're going to keep your E down, and you're going to. It gives a real. I had one of my subscribers ask me about why do we use, in the piano, why do we use the open chords? This is kind of an example of that. It's just kind of that high lonesome sound. If you put a third in it, whenever you put a third let's talk about the third. If you put a third in, it just changes the quality of your chord. So here it is. So here's what we got. Two of these in a regular slip note, just a plain slip note there. Repeat, 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 repeat. Two plain slip notes, 2 of those, which would be on E7, and then this. What you have here, this note, watch the major scale. It's a 7th. This is weird. There are 2 7ths. There's one here, And then there's this one. Yeah, it's like you have a nice one and one that's telling you that you need to move. But here it is. So play that note. We're going to call it G sharp here, C sharp. Now watch. Keep this note here and just resolve. Resolve means on the piano and in music, it means you go where you're supposed to be. You were somewhere you're not supposed to be, and you go where you're supposed to be. Let's do this together. What I'll do, instead of doing it with me, this is hard to do with me because, like, if we had this going, I could say 1, 2, 3, 4. But on this, it's kind of like when you're cooking and you make the dough and you got to put it in the refrigerator for a while and come back later and bake the cookies. That's kind of how this is. You're gonna take some time to learn these slip notes. But here's what I want to do for practice, and we are going to practice before we leave today. Do this with me. Ready? Play this. Now let go of your E and play your F sharp. So let me demonstrate it, but please get your fingers on the keys and do it. I'll do it and then you do it. So it's going to be my turn, your turn. Ready? My turn. Watch. Your turn. Ready? And if you're slow, if you're shaky, if you can't do it like I can, that's normal. That's where you should be. That's how you know you're doing it right. Now, that's the upper slip note. Now let's move here. Oh, sorry. So you slipped. Now play that fourth. Just play that fourth. E and A. So it's slip, note, fourth, slip note, fourth. Let's do the slip note together. Play your fourth. Just let your B go. And play your C sharp. I'll do it. It's my turn. We'll do my turn, your turn. Ready? My turn. Your turn. Get ready. And that's for A. Let's move down to D. It's so cool because and then here, look. D's waiting right there for you. It's like you get off the airplane and you get on a train. That's like in Portland. So here, I just want to check. So do this, my turn. Your turn. Get ready. I'll play it softly. Okay, that's the upper D. Let's do the lower D. Start with this. My turn. Watch. Your turn. Get ready. I'll play it softly. And then, guys, so we have here's the one we need to practice now. And you know what? I was working on this yesterday. You can do it that way, but listen to this. So here, this is your seventh in E. Watch. If you want a seventh there, do it there. But if you want that clean, open sound, let me play it for you both ways. Here's the 7. Here's the other way. I would just say, let's do this one. You got your interval of a fifth here. Play that. Drop the A. Add the B. I'm just reviewing here. Here's the ending. Two of these, and then this. And that's it. call this the introduction to slip notes. This is the first lesson that I've made on it, and man, I just love this, and I hope you do too. Before we go, this slip note thing is not just that real, classic kind of country. You can do it in, I do it all the time. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Just remember that this is going to take some time. When you're doing these slip notes, it's going to sound like two little parts at first. Over time, as you keep doing it, it's going to come together and it'll really sound just like one movement. I just wanted to ask all of you one favor. If you can leave me a comment, those comments have been super helpful for me, but I just haven't got very many of them. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you back real soon. Bye-bye.